Good morning, everybody.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I forgot to with the webcam. Unprofessional as always. It's a core part of the Ornlu experience, though. Alrighty. Okay, they haven't started the Civ draft yet, which means I have time to do one more farm. I didn't sleep well last night, so I kind of got out of bed and just started playing Borderlands. Okay, I can do one more farm, guys, I promise. It's all good. I'm trying to get a Hellfire. Oh, crap. I forgot to do the re-roll thing. I totally didn't spend most of yesterday playing Borderlands, I promise. Trying to get a Hellfire from this thing. It's been in every single installment in the series. Ah. Doing a knives build. Knives and Grim Reapers, man. This game is so fun. Oh, that feels good.
We need to make cutbacks.
Oh, there you go. Reaper, 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 Reaper. Damn it. I'm on the like... So, like, once you beat the game, you can, like, increase your difficulty level, and the 3 in the bottom center of the screen means, like, I've upped it to, like, the third next difficulty out of 5. So it's like, everything's overpowered by a few levels. Got it! Come on. Give me the Hellfire! Oh! Oh! No, stop attacking me. That isn't the... Ugh. Rage! Alright, we'll check our loot chest and then we'll do our job. And I'll do the thing that I am in theory paid to do. Nope. Nothing. Oh, wow, they haven't even gone through the bans yet. We totally had time to do another run. SMH.
No, 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 no.
Yes, I will do the campaign like I've done for every single campaign that's ever been published for Age of Empires 2. At least official campaign. So this week's theme, guys, is apparently Ling Yen Cup, as that is going to be next month. What? That seems a little aggressive, Boom. Capture Age OBS tooltips plugin. This isn't too useful. Afraid I don't know. I just Googled it. Goodness, who is calling me? I don't need to hear from Ed Financial, man. AoE 2 tooltips. Oh, add to my channel. Oh, you do it through Twitch. Okay. Oh, I haven't even started my breakfast. I'm sorry, Dash. Alright, it should be here now. Yep, it is. I don't know if it'll work, man. Oh, where'd the drafts go? Hello. Hello, happy corgi. Oh, I thought Masters of Hyper Random stuff wasn't going on till later. But I guess Dave's already been doing this for an hour. I looked last night before I went to bed. Yeah, there wasn't anything until Kapach versus John Slow, so maybe Dave's heading off after this. I refuse to be barked at by a dog. Nope. I deserve more in life. Well, I wasn't sure if it was just going to be like every single, like, okay, this weekend is all the qualifiers. That's true. Not in the lobby. Guys, I could have farmed Skyscraper Cratch another 2 times at this point, so I could also still not get the Hellfire. Ugh. All right, looks like we are getting into the lobby. Chart picking his green as he always does. So for a crop, what's the LY version of Acropolis? How many? How many? It has 4 shorefish, right? I think that's the Lingyan version. Any second now. Any second now. Any second now. Any moment now. Why is this so slow? Why am I not just sitting around and playing Borderlands? We start? No, they left the lobby. Hello, Flogi. My free day? Oh no. You're still not complaining? You're literally complaining right now, Fodler. Besides, you complain on the stream all the time. Well, I'm gonna get some coffee. Oh, to have a cold. Lobby yet? Nope. And it's Corgi playtime here in the Ornlu household. Log flies down. Look at that floof butt. That booty. All right, we're in the lobby again. Hey. Go. Oh, they're both in the lobby. Oh my god, it's so exciting. Also, my Baltimore Ravens lost to the Lions at home on national TV last night. That wasn't so fun. Now they start and they don't even have a spec delay. All right. Here we are. This is definitely not the finals of the cookout tournament. This is a best of 5. I forget if this fits or not. It does. Alrighty. So, Chart is going to be here in the green as the Persians to the west. Chart's gotten 2K6. I've seen him even pushing 2K7 recently, so... I know ELO inflation is a thing, unless you're me personally, but that's still very impressive. Fire, meanwhile, of course, is the far more experienced tournament player in general, but certainly a little... Yeah, I've fallen off a bit. So I thought this is... Oh, 7 shorefish, rather. Okay, so more shorefish than there used to be. Unless I'm misremembering, but I thought there were 4 shorefish, which I actually kind of like, because if you're going to make the water relevant at all, outside of, like, cannon galleons and late game, like, at least make it so it's a very minimal benefit, and you can reasonably enough not dock and be fine. But with this much food here, you have to dock, making this basically just another aggressive hybrid map. Gonna preload. By that, do you mean, am I going to have early access to it? In which case, the answer is probably yes. So long as that's a thing that World's Edge keeps on wanting to do. I'm probably the biggest English language YouTuber that does the campaigns. I don't know if anyone streams them and is popular doing that. Viper? Did Viper go through all of the campaigns? Like, I seem to remember him, like, playing it once or twice, but he never, like... I don't remember him, like, just doing the whole thing. Or at least not without taking months to do so, because he just plays, like, one scenario at a time, which is obviously fine. Like, he doesn't have to do it. I just don't remember that being something that he really does all that much. And they could stream them, but... Can't stream on YouTube? Maybe that would be a popular YouTube stream, yeah. We would have to see. All right, Feudal Age coming in here for Chart. Nice and quick. Any of these A's here? I mean, obviously his wife has been sick. So I'm sure that is occupying a fair amount of his time. But yeah, I'm afraid I don't know. Yeah, I think, I mean, again, you can correct me if I'm mistaken. I think I'm the only, like, even medium-sized AoE2 content creator that just does the campaigns. Like, and does them every single time all at once as soon as the DLC comes out. Yeah, I think Hero would rather just play ladder anyway. It seems to be what his viewers are more interested in. Which I find mind-boggling, but, you know, if that's what people want, then that's what people want. Yeah, Roxy unfortunately had, I think, breast cancer, right? Or no, lung cancer. But, like, they caught it in early stages, but I obviously that's a lot to go through. Well, guess what? The guy who's first up to feudal age is getting the fire ship advantage and is sinking his opponent's fishing ships. Answer sucks? You bet it does. It's probably one of the most easy ways to unite all of humanity. Well, Men-at-Arms so far not doing a whole lot here for fire. Which is just going to allow Chart to take a huge eco lead. Like, also a lot of idle time as well for fire. Chart's looking good. I think this is overall the best approach. Because unless the Men-at-Arms can catch you with your pants down, basically, at your wood line, which has happened before, but especially at this level, you have to assume your opponent will not screw up. Especially if you're going something that is not as all-in, I guess, as a Men-at-Arm rush, but, you know, it requires a lot of damage. Demo does blow up a villager, which is something, but remember that a demo is 120 resources and a villager is 50. Now, granted, a villager is worth more than 50 resources over time, but point being, it's not that exciting. Unless it, like, gives you leverage in, like, the repairing in a fire ship, or then sniping the villager is huge. But that's for a different reason. Right, archers are here, but because Chart went with the defensive archery range in the first place, he is doing all good. It was a Dark Age Bill? It was one of the OGs. It is a lot of army for fire, but he does not have fletching, whereas Art does. And that feels quite significant. Old original definition. That might be a good video topic. But they require a lot of work. Because I have to word things very carefully. But, like, how the definition of a civilization has changed. Yeah, it's like actual history and AoE2 history and... Yeah. Fake history? But it's more of like AoE tool as a representation of history, if that makes sense. Which I actually do think would be interesting. And how our understanding of an AoE2 civilization, which is obviously, you know, it's changed over time, and it's something that people really have strong opinions about. I'll put that in the old noggin. Oh yeah, I actually need to get to recording. I've been distracted by Borderlands. I'll get to recording El Cid today. We'll get that up tomorrow, I think, the first one. Of course not. So it's... You can think about it in, like, AoE2 as an artistic expression of real history. Which, again, I do think is a... It's something that people care a lot about. Just look at the Three Kingdoms stuff. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Care about is a wrong impression that was never real. Only offend them? Maybe. Artistic expression of history? I mean, that's kind of what it is. Anyway, Castle Age on the way. Yeah, it's literally art. You're using artistic license to represent a historical AoE2 game. How well expressed they are. I am no medieval historian, right? So I don't know what exactly would be a perfect AoE 2 civ from like, okay, this civ really reflects this a civilization historically. I don't know. Civ nicely. I mean, there's a lot of very good ones out there. Like, for all of the complaints that AoE 2 civs are completely fake, most civ bonuses, especially the big defining civ bonuses, absolutely have a place in real history. Okay, this is actually the first real good thing that's happened for Fire this game, but I don't think it's going to be enough whatsoever, guys. Hurts in Castle Age. Is it an artistic expression? Yeah. Teleporting food bonus. Like, yeah, that, you know, from a gameplay perspective, it's kind of a goofy bonus, but from a historical perspective, the Khmer Empire actually leveraged most of its power by controlling the rice fields. By controlling access to fresh water and access to rice, which is why, you know, you have Angkor, which was just, like, one big central area that you could overlook all of the rice paddies and waterways. And control over how people got food as a means of building an empire is certainly something that, at least when I think of the Khmer Empire, and that's how, you know, how they're able to create a central authority. I think that's interesting, and I think that's certainly representative in AoE 2. Power of the sea, yes. No, it's actually just talking about TJ Watt, the defensive end for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who anchors down the defensive line. Literally, the anchor Watt. I mean, Fire's on his way up to Castle Age, but Bloodlines +1 defense in. I really hope that this is, like, just a weird spawn or something, and they don't turn Acropolis into another aggressive hybrid map. Ravens do? Let's not talk about that. Terrible performance. I mean, there are 7 7 shorefish here in this pond. When I think in the other one, or like in the qualifier version of the map, they only had 4 shorefish, so you didn't need to go for the dock. There, yeah, that was painful. Maybe play Kansas City next week in Kansas City. It's gonna be painful. The Bears did win. They dominated the Cowboys. So that was a spot of good news. Prepping for a colonoscopy, oh no. I mean, happy Castle Age to you, Fire. He is going to try and go Cav Archers. He is technically on 3 ranges. Well, as soon as that one's done. This just feels so thoroughly unimpressive, though. 17 villagers behind. The Bear Boys? Yes, that's exactly how that works. Yeah, the Cowboys, I guess, have historically been much better in Jerry World, but don't know about that. 2 in a row next week? I don't know who they played. I don't know. Who do we play next week? All right, third TC coming here from chart. This isn't flashy or exciting, but this is the classic case of you got ahead early on. You got the fishing ship advantage. You have the Persian feudal age eco advantage, and you're just snowballing it like crazy. Dallas is cursed. That's true. See, like, the Cowboys are historically both America's most popular franchise. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys are literally the most valuable sports franchise in the world. And, you know, they consider themselves America's team, and they're super, like, flashy and loud and in your face, and that's exactly the image the owner wants. And yet, they've really been super underwhelming my entire life. So I kind of just feel bad for them. Yeah, as far as I know, Dallas Cowboys are absolutely the Manchester United. Incredibly mediocre, but also I assume Manchester United is still in the news constantly. Well, no, the Bears actually aren't a wealthy team. Then yes, the Cowboys are Manchester United. There you go. But yeah, the McCaskies actually aren't among the wealthier NFL owners. Not winning? Well, I mean, that's true for most teams, to be honest. There are actually very few Super Bowl winners, or even teams that make it to the Super Bowl. Like, very few varieties of teams. It's usually the same several teams. Eagles, Man City, basically. I mean, again, like, Fire, he's got the Cav Archers. He might be trying to castle drop here, but I don't know. Yeah, the Bears haven't made it to the playoffs in a long time. Orange is coming in here for chart. He's actually going to make his own CA switch, and as far as Castle Age Cav Archer fights go, with Parthian tactics, I do believe the Persian ones should win. No, all of the NFL teams are owned by either Americans or Brits, I think. America dictators, yeah. In French? Yes, for now at least. Although they are opening up to private equity, which makes things worse as always. Well, a few knights running in over here, but again, the population discrepancy's a little bit telling. The Saudi royals, that's very true. Jerry Jones probably has similar views on race as Saudi royals. In a chokehold? Yep, and for some reason, American sport teams see that and you're like, you know what? We want that. Any people killed? Who knows? Although as a kid he was at pro-segregation rallies and protests, and was active in preventing black people from, you know, using the same facilities and going to the same schools as white people. Oh yeah. More regulated? I don't really understand how that all works, to be honest. Anyway, Imp coming in for chart. This game ended in feudal age. Yeah, I mean, my mom remembers the, you know, MLK stuff. Racist? My grandparents were born way earlier than that, and they weren't racists. Although my grandfather, who was a medic in World War II, did think it was very weird that I was interested in Asia, and definitely used a lot of names for Japanese people that are considered very offensive in America. All sorts of racism. Yeah, but you're from Bama. Right? But, like, he wouldn't think of himself as racist or anything like that. It's just like, you know, he's from a different era. Yeah, Parts and Tactics and Castlet, guys, really, really good at bonus. It's like a fairer version of the Japanese bonus. I actually do think that low-key, it's been one of the more interesting bonuses they added. Give Persians a little bit of flavor. Give them more mid-game options that are decent while still making them reliant on their cavalry in late game, which they should be. Not eradicated? I mean, forced servitude exists everywhere all over the world, which I don't think is ethically okay. And actually, one of my favorite things that John Oliver does is anything involving prisons and prisoner welfare. He's very passionate about, and I think it's a part of society that we're very quick to write off. Alright, dominant game #1 performance there from Chart. Able to chart his way to victory. Chart a course. Yeah, I don't know if China is a shining bastion of personal freedom. That doesn't seem right to me. Is worse? That's probably just different. Nope, that's just Dash's toy that only looks like a dildo. Kimmel's back? Yep. That is apparently a thing. Minimums, oh yeah. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, the other two maps are what? Bedouins and Chicken Arabia. So for Bedouins, it's gonna be Chinese. I mean, Chinese are top tier on both Bedouins and Arabia, but I think they're more top tierier on Arabia or on Bedouins. Arabia, you can just go Lithuanians or Khmer. But what about the Corgi? Do you not like the Corgi, Cam? Literally, I moved the camera like an inch. He's right there. He just blends in with the floor. Dang. Anyway, for chart, I really don't know what he's going to be picking here. Yeah, so it's going to be Arabia. Like, personally, I like Mayans and Vietnamese about the same. I'd say they're both good, solid upper A tier Arabia civs. Shu, I'd put lower down. Maybe like high B tier. But people seem to like Shu more than I do. Not even just design-wise. Like, I just think that they're kind of a one-dimensional civ. Alrighty, game number 2. Oh, wait a minute. These are best of 3s. I forgot. Yes, very exciting. So, chart's going to be in the green as the Shu. See, guys? People like Shu more than I do. Yeah, chart will be here to the west of the map. And to the east in the blue. Tournament life on the line. Which feels really weird to say in a little weekly tournament. But still, it is technically true. We'll fire as the Lithuanians to the east. Yeah, like, if I'm given the choice between Mayans and Shu for Arabia, I'm taking Mayans every single time. Better early game. Easy, like, just as easy in the mid game. I like having eagles. And, I mean, I guess Shu are better in the late game? Oh, no, they're very slow. Yeah, I don't know. Lithuanians are fine. They'll never be the eco powerhouse civ, but they still have a decent tech tree throughout all of early to mid game, and of course, the latest is a very fun and balanced unit. I like my units both fun and balanced. Oh no! Latest is the eco bonus. I mean, with how some people in the AoE community think about eco bonuses, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, latest trade very efficiently, so you don't need to spend as many resources on your military, so therefore it's an eco bonus. Anyway, Fast Rush going to come in here for fire. Of course, that is one of the things that Lithuanians can do. Not exactly meta by any means, but certainly a thing. Which I actually don't mind. Since it's guaranteed chicken Arabia, keep the game in Dark Age longer. Gives your villagers time to go out on the map and take those chickens. Yeah, I really don't mind it. Eco Civ. But Ornlu, Magyars save resources on scouts and forging. That's their eco bonus. Eco bonus? It's not an eco bonus. It's a military bonus. It's a pretty good military bonus.
Wait.
Girl math? What?
Come up.
All right, feudal edge coming in. Looks like Chart just wants to open archers here. He will have to deal with his fast rush, though. Militia are incoming here. If all your militia can do is attack a house, that feels largely unimpressive. So, quick uptime behind this. A TikTok thing? Oh. Is that like the low-grade misogyny that we see throughout the Manoverse? Actually, that's not even low-grade.
什么？
Buying stuff on discount? I mean, if there's a $10 product and you buy it on sale for $8, you didn't make $2, you just saved $2. So it's, you can say it's kind of a weird usage of the verb, but that doesn't mean it's like incorrect. I mean, archer range coming in here for Chart. Hasn't taken any significant damage. Is Manosphere? Oh boy.
Join the stream and the first word I hear is Manosphere.
Thanks for the 10 months, Nuka Crypt. Spend money to save money? That doesn't make any sense. But I've just learned that I don't understand so much of social media these days.
Аж посерёшься. Close up. Кайся.
Anyway, forward range coming in here from Fire, so he wants to keep this aggressive follow-up. No men-at-arms upgrade, though. A lot of his militia HP is gone already. It's only if you weren't going to buy it that it's not keeping money. Well, I mean, that just depends on... Is a discount the difference between you buying something and not buying something?
Speaking.
Yeah, that's what I always thought it was. On LinkedIn? I mean, I have a LinkedIn account, but I've looked for some jobs there, but not really with any success. But like... the self-help group of the gay community? I wish. It would probably be a lot more positive than the actual Manosphere.
Аж посерёшься.
Well, it just seems like half the jobs aren't even active anymore.
Speaking.
Like, they forget to take down their job posting. Oh, no! Oh, no. Okay, get that wall down.
Аж посерёшься.
何种命令？
Does it?
可以就绪。
Okay, well, that scout goes down anyway. Gotta be careful. Okay, things are getting a little bit messy here. Fire with a bit of idle TC time. Chart with almost none. Chart still well ahead in terms of resources. Still, terms are coming out here for both players.
Wait.
Something? Yeah, it's kind of weird.
何种命令？
Not even. It's... I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure there have been studies done on it, but a lot of young men really seem to dislike women. I don't really get it. I mean, it's not just women, but it's like everybody. There's a lot of very angry young men online, I guess.
准备就绪。
Or teenagers. Oh, tower does go down. Start getting themselves set up. He's gonna got some scouts coming in. He's gonna switch back over into archers. Got something? That word has different meanings or different levels of toxicity depending on your exact country. It's extremely offensive to say that in America, but not at all in Australia, for instance. Which is why I won't say it. Anyway, just now going on to gold, but the scouts are out. No. I mean, again, I don't really care, but I think that, you know, it's all about context. I would be, like, I would think that you're just a straight-up misogynist or someone who just isn't educated if I knew you were American, but since I know you're not American, it's different. It's common enough? Yeah, in the UK is to a degree. Not as much as Australia, but I still think probably to some degree. It's not even about Americans being oversensitive. It's just that the word has significantly more, like, harsh meaning. Blacksmith coming in. Forging now in. Forging. Guys, this upgrade's called Forging. Fletching in for our shoe player chart. And yeah, no, he's just done a good job of defending the early game pressure. He's still a Villa ahead. That said, Fire is a bit closer to Castle Age, as you can see Chart is switching over into that Scout plus Archer army combo. Got the Puritans in Australia, got the criminals? Yeah, that checks out. Anyway, 5 Vills on Stone. Note that Fire still has his 4 forward villagers here. Backstone's going to be nice for Chart. Even Scale Barding Armor coming in. A few nice hits there for Fire, though. So quiet? What's quiet? Participate in? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, like, bad faith arguments and fights and all that. Feels so common on the internet. Anyway, Chart gets the first villager kill. 15 kills to 5 deaths for Chart. Very, very good game. Also, that Palisade Wall didn't go to the edge of the map for some reason, but whatever. Bloodline's coming in for Fire, so he's going to continue to invest in the Feudal Age. Remember, the archery range is all the way on the other side of the map, so Fire can't even reinforce his units if he wants to. Castle Age is coming in for Chart. Man, how much do you think Chart was nerfed, guys, when they took out cartography from the game? Not take pushback? Wasn't that, like, the classic thing? Where people who are unable to get along with other people and just put them down or themselves incredibly insecure. Anyway, everything was mopped up, but obviously the 5 villager kills is huge. Realistically, there's like this small window where our blue player has to get a lot done, and that is simply not happening. Defensive archers coming in. I mean, I would have been happier to see the second range come out sooner. Is that even going to be a doubt tower? Okay, the tower does go up. But Bills can just come in and help punch it down. Oh, actually, no. Those are good stone walls. Yeah, that's a good move. Now we're going to see double stables here from Chart, which feels like we see every game from Shu because everyone just goes skirmishers into Shu. Alright, second TC coming in. Crossbowman on the way. A Haguan Cav is on the way. Bodkin is an easy pickup here for the Shu player. It's just 25% across the board, right? Yeah. So what? 150 food and 75 gold? Don't know why he's not getting it, but what do I know? Anyway, it's a little bit awkward here, but the town center is going to come in. And this tower rush is just, it feels all sorts of too little too late. Fire is stuck in the feudal age. He didn't even get horse collar, and he's having to reseed all of his farms at this point. It's not great. What? Oh my goodness. That is something. It's like people who have no self-confidence or any understanding of, I don't know. I don't even know the word for it. It's like they have this idea of what it means to be like powerful and successful and awesome, and it's just, it ain't that, that's for sure. Alpha male, exactly. Performative? I guess, yeah, performative masculinity. Guys, did you know that the guy who's on 3 TCs and in Castle Age is going to be in a better spot than the guy on 1 TC, obviously in Feudal Age, who doesn't have an army and is super far behind in resources? Powerful yesterday? They really weren't. It was... I was not a happy camper. At least the Lions are my mom's team, so, like, I could feel a little bit better about that, but it was painful. Oh, yes, Cav Archer time, of course. Cav Archers, again, I think we can just nerf by increasing their price again. Discourage non-CA civs from going CA, unless, you know, it's absolutely necessary.
Ornlu high.
Performance? Yeah, exactly. I need a 4-com with the 89 months! It's a long time. A very long time. Yeah, still don't know why Chart never got Bodkin. Tooltips works? Well, there you go. Alright, Castle Age coming in for fire. I mean, he's just so far behind, guys. Chart's even working towards an actual castle. Yep. I had no idea how to turn it on, but apparently I just went to Daniela's stream, she had it on, and there was literally a button of, have this on your stream. So that was actually very simple. Well, Mangonel is mangonelling. Twitch extensions, what could go wrong? Nothing. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really feel like Chart is committing too much to any one military unit. Started with archers, and he never really got the upgrades, and he went Haeguang from 2 stables. Didn't really invest too much into those, and now he's going to go into Cav archers himself. But Shu Cav archers are not very exciting. You miss Bloodlines. The final tower is now gone. 5,000 resources difference almost. Bosa is a good one to pick up with Shu since it also makes your villagers generate food faster. Like, the way the bonus works is that essentially for every 11-ish wood you collect, you get 1 food in your stockpile. Oh, sorry, I missed that tower. So if you collect the wood faster, you know, via upgrades, it actually also means your food comes in faster. Same thing works with the Poles bonus. And Burgundian Vineyards.
喂，
And paper money. I think those are all the... collecting one resource generates another resource. Oh, Portuguese berries, but there's no way to increase berry gather rate, so that doesn't really matter. Tower going down. Light cav raid being attempted. I mean, it's not like the most exciting mid-game here. Barely improve it with handcart. Yes, I suppose technically speaking, wheelbarrow and handcart makes the 2 tiles at most that you traverse a bit better. Some white feather guards are going to be good against all of the Lithuanian cavalry. Guard's close to imp even. I mean, he's on 83 bills. Not at all a bad eco. Even details. I don't even know what shovelware is. Besides, why would anyone bother trying to hack my finances? What, like you're gonna get much money out of it? Well, Chart is on his way up to Imp. I mean, at this point, it just feels like go Arb. Well, I guess you can go HCA if you really want to. I think Chu have HCA. Yeah, they do. A Fire winning this match? Seriously, I'd have less than 1%. Trash against. Oh, my friends have tons of those in their Steam profile. I have almost none. Yeah, exactly.
何种命令？
I am the exact type of person that financial scammers would want to target. Anyway, some white feather guards coming in. I do kind of wish Chart would just stick to one thing he'd try and upgrade, but he's not really doing that.
什么？
It probably doesn't matter. Hopefully, we will be put out of our pain
准备就绪，
as soon as Chart hits Imp. Chart's played great, though. Like,
准备就
He's-
绪。命令。
read the game appropriately, he's defended early on, he's taken early leads, and it just snowballed them. Never play AoE 2. I've played AoE 2. I'm definitely entitled to financial compensation.
准备就什么？
Palestine? That's great.
命令。什么？
There's a 2-0. I mean, again, that was a game that was basically won in Feudal Age. The early aggression from Fire simply did not do enough. Castle Age time just comically faster for Chart. But I wonder what percentage of the world recognizes Palestine. I mean, it kinda does not, right? Give me a map. Oh, no, they do. My bad. Okay, yeah, so it is almost everybody. Of course, the US, Germany, Italy, South Korea, Japan. New Zealand. Oh, come on, New Zealand. This is such an easy W for you. Come on. Also, Cameroon and Eritrea are the only countries in Africa that don't. What? It was quite something. There we go. But yeah. Canada, the UK, France, Belgium, Portugal, Australia, all recognizing it now. Anyway, ACCM versus Blue is going to be next. Made to report Charlie Kirk critics. What? I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, someone stole ACCM's blue. I'm sorry, guys. This is just all sorts of wrong. ACCM is now a certified cyan picker, and we're going to have to put blue in the blue. I mean, come on. Anyway, here we are. On Ring o' Reeds, we'll have ACCM in the cyan as the Wu here to the southeast. And to the northwest in the blue as the Koreans. It will be, well, blue. Or blv. You know, whichever you prefer.
Piggy.
So, I feel like we were going to be pretty good against Koreans here. This isn't really a map where you can fast castle easily. Koreans can play Feudal Age if you just want to go for some skirmishers or even archers, but... Yeah, I still like the aggressive potential of Wu a lot more here. 6. I mean, it's not even... color picking is like the one thing in the Hidden Cup that you can't rely on players to do. Because you can pick your color without changing anything about your playstyle. So it's a way that you can, you know, throw off your opponent or lean into the fun of the tournament. So, like, I would never use somebody's color selection as an indicator in Hidden Cup. Anyway, early barracks here for Blue. Loom coming in as well. So it looks like he does want to open Men-at-Arms, but Korean Men-at-Arm opening versus Wu Men-at-Arm opening? Well, I guess it's not necessarily a Men-at-Arm opening. He doesn't have the barracks yet. And because I'm not T90, what do you mean? Astute viewers might recognize that I am in fact not T90. Also, I've never had Somali food. If it's anything like Ethiopian food, it would be very, very good. You got a snack there, fella. Alright, barracks coming in. Militia are on their way out. And gonna try and take all this yummy, yummy food in the middle. Meanwhile, though, ACCM has been gathering from the back. I mean, the countries are literally adjacent to each other and they've fought a bunch of wars against each other. In fact, Eastern Somalia is home to majority Somalis. Hence why they had a bunch of wars over it. Alright. Militia coming on forward. Are we going to see the tower component right away? I feel like you have to. Yeah, here comes the Vil. Otherwise, you're just going to get walled out. That said, ACCM has already restricted the front of his base. So he should be in a pretty good spot here to go ahead and get the second layer of walls in. No men-at-arms upgrade, though, here from blue. There's the tower. Defensive watchtower is going to be coming in here as well. So ACCM going to try and hold the line, and there are his militia. Scout scuffle happening here. And that tower has to be canceled. ACCM taking no chances here early on. And there's the 4th militia, and even a dock can be coming forward. Remember, Koreans have no demo ships, so your ability to, blow up units here is extremely limited. That said, the men-at-arm upgrade is in. ACCM is not quite prepared just yet, but still nobody going down. Sugu Sukar. Now I need to look this up. I just get sugar. Oh, Sugo Sakar is a rich and flavorful Somali pasta made from sautéed cubes of meat, often beef or lamb. It's a simple meat and vegetable stir fry. Hey, something just went boom. Kaboom! The Archies, that's exactly what it was. Here's a recipe for it. I mean, it just looks like a pasta meat. Garlic, bell pepper, onion. Deep round. Meanwhile, ACCM is running around with a bunch of men-at-arms killing stuff. Sawash spice mix. Ah, yeah, I wouldn't be able to find that. Tomatoes. Yeah, I mean, it looks a lot like any pasta dish, except I'm sure for the spice mix.
Piggy.
So good Sukar? Ah, that makes sense. Sukor. Oh, first archer is out here, but ACCM is already 3 villagers ahead. There's a demo raft hiding in the dock. And in comes the tower. Dock finally coming up at the back here. Note that ACCM himself hasn't actually bothered building any ships over here. Happy to take from the food there in the back. Men-at-arms are out here doing men-at-arms-y things. The fire galley is going to be here, and it's going to be a bit annoying.
准备就绪。
Yeah, compared to the RMS Cup version of this map, this one seems way more aggressive. One might even say woo-woo more aggressive. ACCM with 5 villagers on stone.
我有命令。
So he'll be able to add plenty more towers and heavily restrict his opponent's food income. There is a men-at-arm here at the back, which is going to try and disrupt his opponent's fishing eco. And like I said, without demo ships, it is going to be tough if you fall behind in the fire ship battles. And that has to be a misclick. The transport ship doesn't do anything for you here, man. Unless... What you could do... Hold on, guys. You could use it as a mobile house that the villagers can jump into in case they're under attack. Or sail around and get to the other side of the map faster with it. I have no idea, but Blue's cooking something here. No idea what he's cooking, but the cooking is transpiring. Hey, T-West. Sawash, what? Oh, no. That's a little awkward. DBA just coming in for blue. It's been in since Feudal Age 4 ACCM, who had the more passive opening in the first place. Dhurawasan Sawash. I mean, archers are here, but the skirmisher defense is already out in force. And their Burgundian allies are as sick as rats. What a game! What a game! ACCM cruising his way to victory here in game number 1. Yeah, I mean, just was basically always in control. All right. Oh, now all you see is corgi butt. Yeah, discretion is the better part of the Valar. All right, Chicken Arabia is next. Bok, 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 bok. Player balance issues, like ACCM being too good. Oh, Dash is working out quite intensively. All right, guys, here we are in game number 2. No, 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 these guys have it backwards. Here's the Monkey Boy. Well, they keep on adding in new heroes in new expansions, so they can just keep on using those. Unfortunately for T90, all of the popular heroes and famous heroes were already used up in the first couple Hidden Cups, or Hidden Cups 2 and 3. And so you don't have the as famous, memeable AOC heroes. Like, you've already done Joan of Arc and Lahir and Saladin. Yeah, just use them again. All right, so blue's going to be here in the blue as the Mayans to the west. And to the northeast in the cyan as the Ketons, it will be ACCM. Hidden Cup announced? No, I don't. Hidden Cup 1, yes. Back when there was just Hidden Cups 1 through 10 or whatever. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess they could reuse the names, but then things might be getting confusing. But I don't know if T90 wants to do another Hidden Cup anyway. Like, Hidden Cup is, I think, just so big and important for T90 that he doesn't want to do it unless it's, like, a surefire, huge, huge thing. Hidden Cup 2. I remember Hera being Ornlu in Hidden Cup 2 and losing in the first round of Eevee. Disrespecting the name of Ornlu. Invested in TTL. I think TTL is something that's better for the community than Hidden Cup. It's probably much less stress for T90. And it's something that you can run on a very regular... it's something you can run regularly, whereas Hidden Cup... Like, I feel like the Hidden Cup format's kind of played out at this point. It was a lot of fun, but I'm not too sure how much more... I'm not sure how much more value more Hidden Cups have. Yes, I did cast that one with T90. That was, I think, the best game of the tournament. I think it was Georgians versus Goths, if I recall correctly, on Evacuation. That game was sick! Oh, the Corgi has now flopped over. Oh, yes, I remember MBL as Eric the Red. To be fair, MBL might as well never be playing Hidden Cup. He's always, like, the first player you can identify. It usually just takes 2 or 3 games to be pretty confident that it's MBL. But also, AoE 2 feels pretty homogenized these days. Well, again, back in the day, Hidden Cup was designed in part because people would get nervous facing Viper. And so it's like, oh, who is Viper? But yeah, these days, like with the last Hidden Cup, it was pretty clear who Hera was. Well, the question was just, okay, which one's Hera, which one's Leary? But beyond that, it was pretty easy to recognize. Anyway, Stable coming in. In the first Hidden Cup? Yes, it was. Yes, he did. It was the only Hidden Cup I didn't cast because there was like something else going on that weekend in AoE 2, and like the whole Hidden Cup thing just kind of zoomed right over my head. But yeah, there was like Miguel beating Leary or having a very close series against Leary Hidden Cup one. It was a different era back then. 4-2? Ah, okay. Well, I mean, against Viper back in the day, that's pretty good. Anyway, Militia are coming in here from Blue. ACCM just wanting to open some scouts. Beating Yo and almost beating MBL? Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, to me, Hidden Cup would be the most fun if it was a tournament the size of, like, Sudden Disaster, where you can just have players really lean into the fun aspect of it without having to go super serious try hard for it. But yes, I mean, all of this discussion is a bit of a moot point anyway, because again, I think T90's far more interested in doing TTL. Behind Larry? Maybe. I mean, I'm a huge Riot fan. I still think Viper probably has to be at number 1 or number 2. And then Leary, and then, like, some combination of Leary or Viper for 1 and 2. And then Riot probably. In terms of, it's hard to say though for Hera, because Hera has put, it feels like, way more time into AoE 2 than anyone else over the past 5 years. I'm not talking about like best player in the world. I'm talking about most raw talent in AoE. But like obviously anyone who's gotten to the top of AoE has to have a lot of talent. A little bit of a pokerino. Low game time. That's true. Very fast. Hera got very good. Like, the thing is, Hera also has a lot of talent. And a lot of that was through his speed and his micro. And eventually everything else sort of caught up with him. But yes, obviously Hera is extremely talented as well. And you can't be as good as someone like Hera is without having a lot of talent. It does. I totally agree. Yeah, it's the Lingyan Cup settings. So, it's same Civ draft rules, same map pool, etc. Anyway, Blue is actually ahead in resources. He's full walled as Mayans. He's honestly doing just fine. Yes. I mean, Hera got huge after DE. He was only sort of a minor player in the Voobly era. Oh, Skirm's being plenty annoying here. I wonder if ACCM's going to invest into forging just to help batter down the buildings faster and apply more pressure. But yeah, Hera did a ton of ladder grinding. I mean, even in the waning days of Voobly, like, Hera would grind a ton of ladder with MBL in just ranked lobbies. So Hera already had that grind set going in before DE came out, and obviously DE just makes that so much easier. Anyway, a couple chicken suit men coming out here. ACCM should be going on to gold very soon. In fact, there is the mining camp. But Blue could still be up to Castle Age faster. ACCM's made a lot of food units and hasn't really gotten a lot done with them. And despite his lack of idle time, the early drush from Blue seems to have done enough, you know, at least at the start. Not really huge walls. And what else is he supposed to wall here? It's just a big open area here to the side. I mean, this might be a few tiles shorter, but not by much. Anyway, Blue is selling the stone, gonna click up to Castle Age, do the whole Mayan thing. Will we see a second barracks or a second archery range? I feel like an archery range makes significantly more sense against the Ketons, as the barracks units can just get overwhelmed by Step Lancers. So one barracks Eagles to help deal with skirmishers, and then crossbowmen. I feel like that just makes the most sense. The D Sigma. +1 defense coming in now for the infantry. Still looking to see that third production building, though. Yeah, ACCM a little bit late with the gold income. What's Blue doing? I mean, you've had tons of resources for a while now. Is he gonna try and bring a Vil forward? ACCM himself gonna get some scout upgrades. Scouts and skirmishers training faster and better food income. Upgrade. Okay, there's the second range, but this feels like it could have been in way sooner. You can see he's got tons of resources. Anyway, Eagles are here. Gonna hang back for a second, maybe, to try and get Castle Age. Fight's happening before Castle Age, though. That wasn't the best timing. Got caught a little bit up. Oh my goodness, guys, this is just brutal. Oh my goodness gracious, mercy me. Again, you're only on 2 ranges. You have a second barracks coming in. This just does not feel very exciting. Like colors. I mean, it's cyan versus blue. It's not really that bad of a color combo. Horse color, I guess, coming in. Bowsaw as well. But now ACCM is going to be working with a big eco lead. He's storming in here with his skirmishers and scout cavalry. Waluigi, Waluigi? Is that what you just wrote? Why don't you say hi? That's a very strange thing to write. Anyway, more Skirm upgrades coming in. Step Lancer production also starting here. Double stable production for them. And that was just a very, very, very bad time to move out. Yeah, these skirms are doing a lot of work. Where are the steppies? Yeah, they're still leaving the roost. Second TC coming in for ACCM. I mean, I don't think he even has a market. Yeah, this is all just pure eco balance. Skirmishers hard counter Eagles, as we all know. Right? But like, I don't even know. Like, how can you change the combat stats of the skirmisher that have been unchanged since like literally forever? Have skirmishers combat stats ever been changed? At least since 1.0C. Which doesn't mean it's perfectly balanced, but it means that like so much of AoE 2 balance is designed in the context of skirmishers existing with the same stats that they have now. Hello, Moin. Iron Casting coming in as well here for ACCM. Gonna get the super attacky Step Lancers. Well, Swordsmen are the only unit, like the only core AoE unit that's really had its stats reworked a lot. Like, plenty of units have had, like, upgrade changes or train time changes, or even some cost changes. But nothing in the realm of, you know, those Swordsman levels of rework. No, the Feudal Eagle Scouts are just kind of an okay unit. That ballistics upgrade isn't happening. Like I said, the Step Lancer plus Skirmisher combo is going to be very difficult to deal with. It's not that they're bad. I mean, I do like some Eagle plus Skirmisher openings with Incas, and I still think that Mayans and Aztecs just mixing in a few Eagles to help against Skirmisher-heavy armies is not a bad idea. The issue is that, like Men-at-Arms, they have no good way of forcing engagements. Anyway, I mean, this game is super over. Okay, well that actually was a pretty good fight there for blue. Shouldn't matter. ACCM's getting a third TC. And there's the university for ACCM. Eagle's getting picked off by the stray Step Lancer. We got a rocket card incoming. Obviously, the Khitan Step Lancers are pretty weak, though, in terms of defenses. Not having bloodlines and all that. No +2 defense researched. New rocket carts out, guys. As soon as those Eagles start to go down. Dang. Well, the Step Lancer is not really being focused as well as they perhaps could be. Khitans are. The reasons you don't see the mounted trebuchets is, one, they're not all that great. They're basically not quite as good bombard cannon, which is still useful. Having a not quite as good bombard cannon is still a very good unit to have. The issue is that because, like, every Khitan game basically ends in feudal to castle age, you never see them. Attack. Do Eagle Scouts have 4? Alright, there you go. Again, once the Eagles go down, you pop out the rocket carts. Decent enough micro from blue, all things considered, and he's actually going to get both rocket carts, but all these other units are dying in the process, and there is the GG called. ACCM with a quick and decisive 2-0. All 4 games so far have been very, very one-sided. Look at that rough life, guys. Alright, we'll see what series is going to be next in a moment. And get ready for this, guys. I will be right back. Wow, he's tired. Not even barking when I get up. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Next, what's next? Chart. Oh, Chart versus Fire is happening at 14 GMT. Isn't... No, we saw that already. ACC and Blue at 15 GMT. Syscon versus Viper at 17 GMT. Isn't that in like 10 minutes? Yes, Dash often sleeps on his back. Alright, so that seems like it's in 10 minutes, guys. Sorry, I'll be right back again. What is one to do with a Pembroke Welsh Corgi? All right. I am back. I missed a drama. I am not a llama drama llama. Wait, so ACC and Blue 15 GMT. Oh, okay. So if that's in an hour and 10 minutes. Hmm. But there's also going to be a hyper random set in an hour and 10 minutes. So I don't know if I can overlap with that. What to do? Oh, now we're scooping. I guess we could cast Hera versus Yo. Syscon. No, Syscon is just the cisgendered con. Alright, so Arabia here. Just Yo versus Hera stuff. Looks like they're both going up on 19. Burmese versus Armenians. Mule cart's really nice to have on the chicken/rabbit maps. Yeah, this is ladder. Yo getting Armenian double bit axes, always good to pick up. Gonna be a scout opening from both players. They're like 24 real-life minutes into this one, so it'll be a moment. A hot moment, in fact. Yeah, definitely annoying. Yo does lose one bill. Resources collected are still even. Crossbow Bodkin both coming in. Here for Yo. Defensive Mangonel here for Hera, who is going into 3 TCs like a greedy gumdrop. Back main gold. Stone is relatively safe. It's hard to complain about this setup here for Hera. Now, Yo is also going to be on 3 TCs and isn't going to be too far behind in eco. Does snag 1 bill over there. Hera just with a couple defensive Mangonels. Yo has picked up 2 relics. Does have a couple warrior priests. Oh yes, Armenian cav archers. Well, Hera splats a bunch of units there. Hera's on his way to Imp. I have no idea what he wants to do in Imp. Hera, for the love of our Lord and Savior Dad, if you go Imp into skirms. Cavalier skirt with Burmese? Really? Anyway, Yo's going for some ferrets. Having to make the big old switch, though. Easy castle snipe here for Hera. Oh, wow. The champions came in just in the nick of time. Honestly, this seems like a pretty solid game. Lasmer's coming in here for Yo. Then he'll have fully operational battle ferrets. Yeah, just mass infantry right now for Armenians. I do think that champions are very good in the late game right now for a ton of civs. Like, it's a situational unit. If your civ doesn't have bonuses for it, you probably never want to make them if you don't even have full upgrades. But if you're a civ with even halfway decent infantry units, it's a really underrated option. Yeah, Hera just gonna have to tap out there. He's gonna get mauled right there. Again, Hera didn't make any of his good units as Burmese. He made skirms and cavalier. That's not especially impressive. For instance, I think that Armenians would have a terrible time dealing with Arambai. They'd even have a hard time dealing with Harambe. Anyway, guys, I don't know about this. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth continuing to stream. I don't know, guys. Convince me. Convince the corgi. Oh, Spice Mix. That sounds like a real struggle. Didn't. Oh, no. I just haven't really streamed that long, and I didn't stream yesterday. Anyway, Classic Pro versus Dark and Syscon versus Viper are at 17 GMT. I assume Daniela's going to cast Viper, so we'll probably do Classic Pro versus Dark. This is Midweek Madness. The hyper random one is going to be Kapach versus John Slow, which, as much as I love our Clown Kaiser, I don't really think is going to be very competitive. Messenger? Well, maybe you're just weird. You're low elo? Sure, that explains it. No other way that you could describe the low elo. Yeah, guys. I'm sorry. It just really doesn't feel like it's going to be a worthwhile endeavor to keep streaming. I'll throw you over to Daniela, and hopefully it'll be a bit better tomorrow. Thank you for watching, everybody.